I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, Nick, you got the floor today.
Oh, well, it's muddy. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. We needed the rain. We got some more equipment mounted at the scale house. We're still waiting on the kiosk, but we are ready to go as soon as it shows up. Tracy and I did some research and found a bunch of information out. So, some of the other stuff which you guys are aware of. And other than that, just hopefully when we get that kiosk, we get it running. That's all I got.
Jack?
So today is the last day of Master Gardener. So I never thought this day would come there for a little while. I'm out of the office Tuesday to Thursday this week, heading to Billings for our ag program update meeting. And then I'll be gone next week, Monday to Thursday for be in Little Rock, Arkansas for our what they call it, level 2 instructor training for our cowboy action shooting program they do through 4-H. So the level 2 instructors can certify instructors, and we don't have one right now. So they're sending me to Little Rock to go through that. I also found a grant to pay for my E-rail trailer for the emergency response to accidents involving livestock. So I'll be submitting that hopefully this week. That's all I got.
Railroad crew should be back tonight. I don't have any events at the fairgrounds. Pretty muddy, so we're not going to be doing any raking in the arena for a day or two. And
Don't need a water truck?
not this week, I would say no. I think we're okay. And I'll be gone Thursday to Thursday next week. So,
Railroad crew planning on camping on the tracks again?
you and I should get together. I have some questions for you. I don't know that answer.
City had a pretty big problem.
Yeah, from what I understand, the city has told them to cease and desist.
Yep.
And as far as I'm aware, they, for the most part, have. I do know that there's a couple of people still staying down there. But I have some other questions that I'd like to ask you later.
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Stacy?
Just working on the election, a lot of ballots coming in, so good steady return there. That's about it for this week.
Amber?
Today and tomorrow I have a biocontrol workshop, which is online, so it's updates on where different biocontrols are, kind of in the research process. And then Wednesday is when I'm gonna go look at that ACE that I found over in Three Forks, so. It's kind of the week so far.
Becky?
Just spending money, getting ready for budget.
Stacy?
I don't know.
Bob, or Mike, sorry.
I'm going to go to Wisdom to visit the teachers for the last time. In fact, one of the teachers is not going to come back for next year. And on Tuesday, the BCHS is gonna have an open house and welcome their new superintendent, so I'll go over there and say hello. I don't think I have anything else pressing for the rest of the week, except, well, no, that's the 9th. We have the rural track meet on the 9th here in Dillon, and with any luck, we'll have better weather for the track meet than we did yesterday.
Hey, Mike, is that guy working over there now, this new suit?
He's the superintendent in Brockton,
So
in
he's
the
coming.
northeast corner of the state, so we're still,
That's the way to say it.
he should know every federal rule for finances. Brockton is on the reservation over there. And so I think he's been there 4 years. I think it's a good selection.
So what happened to my grandson, wear that teacher out down there with him? He's a handful.
He is, but she did an amazing job in her 3 years. But she's had a baby. She and her husband he's from Iowa, and he has a chance as a wildland firefighter in Iowa. So I think they're going to move to the Des Moines area.
They got pretty wild land in Iowa.
They do, yeah.
Joyce?
Yeah, so let's see, I got the first quarter audited from Helena, so I'll be working on that today and tomorrow probably. Also, some people that still haven't paid their licenses for this year, I have to get and do a little collection this morning. I always love getting on the phone with that. Anyway, and then I have, let's see, inspection tomorrow at Sweetwater Cafe. It's being transfer ownership. Sarah Setzer's retiring, and Janet Tatarka and her daughter bought it, so it's going to be under new ownership, and they do all the baked goods, and I think they're going to also be open on Saturday, so they're going to be open Monday through Saturday now, so it's going to be nice. So, and just run around doing trailer court inspections too, so working on that.
Kevin?
Taxes are gearing up. Haven't heard if mobile home taxes are getting ready. Have you heard how that bill went? Pastor? No. So we're just waiting for legislature to make up their mind, and then we'll get mobile homes out as soon as that is done, so. That's it on my part.
So they aren't gonna send bills out yet? Is that what you're
No.
saying?
Yeah, they're not gonna.
They're doing June.
Just saying. Sorry, I'm not
And why,
legislature.
Kathy?
Because there's a House bill out there that hasn't been voted on or signed or something by the governor. I don't know.
That's, I read some, we got an email about that.
They're not gonna do it until
I don't know
the
what.
end of legislature, so our mobile home tax bills are gonna be late. Because of the value is changing or something.
Something about the values, appraised
That
values.
change rate. It might, I don't know. I
Good-
won't
good to
know.
know.
I won't know until I get the download.
The tug of war with DOR and.
Well, that don't even make sense while they're doing legislation, doesn't even get over till
No, they don't want
to start
to,
this year.
apparently.
It would seem that would be next year's.
But I don't wanna send out
I don't know.
tax bills either.
Oh,
That sounds like pretty good. Cause if we do send them out, then they make the change, then we're gonna revise tax bills and,
Then they'll be wrong.
yeah, they'll be wrong again.
can you send me some information on what bill you're talking about?
Yeah.
That don't even make sense. Well, then we're talking legislation.
Yeah.
Kathy, that repeats itself.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Sean?
I'm working with Bob to try to get some AEDs for I think it's the Wisdom and the Lima shop, because they don't have any AED machines there. It's the little electrical thing, in case someone has a heart attack. We're looking into I tried. So I'm looking into those for Bob to see, about getting those. I'm talking to a few people at the ambulance to see if maybe they can find us a better deal on them, because those things are pretty expensive. They are about $12,000. Or $1,200, not $12,000. $1,200 for just the machine.
You got it.
It's still gonna give it.
You gotta be more careful, Sean, because
I know, it's still gonna.
you don't need one of them here.
I'm right. I'm also, I talked to the Ypsilanti Electric, and I'm looking into getting a new, couple new ropes for the flagpole, so we can change them out for Memorial Day. They have a lift, so Ypsilanti Electric, when I get the rope, will help put up the ropes for me, so I just have to give them a call and they'll help, which was really nice of them. We also had, on Friday, we had the Boy Scouts here. We did a clock tour with them, and then they voted with Stacy on Friday, so they learned quite a bit of fun stuff. I also find out winding the clock that our timing on that chain has changed a little bit.
Hey, let's say this.
No, that's not in mine. So before, when we had the bell that would ring too much, the cord would be used more. It's actually back to where it was originally before it quit ringing differently. So I'm gonna try maybe this week to hook up the gong again and see if it actually has
That'll
just
be
fixed
cool.
itself.
That would be awesome.
Because
I miss
old
it.
grandfather clocks over time can fix themselves. So I don't know if it's just been unplugged for the last year, if it has slowly fixed itself, but the actual wrapping of the cord is where it was originally. So I'm gonna try to hook that bad boy up this week and see if it actually ding-lings. So, I'm gonna try that this week. We do have some plumbing issues down in the jail, so I'll be calling a plumber this week for the jail.
That's surprising.
Yeah, surprising. One of the showers isn't working correctly again, so I'll also try to get an update on where we're at with new shower heads on those. Other than that, we're just trucking along, waiting for the weather to get nice so we can start mowing and planting flowers.
Okay, did you have something, Stacy?
I did. I just want to clarify that the kids, the Boy Scouts, when they voted their own little ballot. They didn't vote the school election. Just want to clarify that.
Great.
Shauna, is the AVs, is that a grant or anything?
So I talked to Brenda Kirkley, and there is, so Town Pump Association has a grant that kind of can help with communities to get an AED. So I'm looking into that, and then
Because I think it would be a really good spot to have a couple done at the fairgrounds at the 4-H.
I 100% agree
right,
with you.
I don't
And
think there's any there or at the extension or public health either. So
Right, and on ski patrol, I don't know if it was the town pump grant or another one, but we just got a grant and got 2 new AEDs for ski patrol at the Beaverhead.
Okay.
And we got it on grant. I will make a suggestion, if you are gonna get AEDs, make sure you get ones with batteries that are like normal AA batteries, because the other ones have to be replaced every 2 years and they're like $500 a piece.
Yep, so the ones we have here are, you get a double 9-volt battery,
Yeah.
you change it every year,
Yeah.
and you check it, you have to run it to make sure it tests right.
Yeah.
And then the actual lithium battery is $500.
Exactly.
And
And they
they-
have to, they
They
expire
expire every 2 to 5 years.
Yeah.
5 is the max, 2 is the earliest, so.
Did you just hear that we got 2 AEDs? I'm sure they're not skiing.
I'm just saying.
Talk to Justin and see if he.
So, yeah.
Just borrow those ones.
Now, I want everybody in.
We've got 4 of them, yeah.
But no, I think one of them is, it might have been from the town grant.
I think one of them was, but I know we got 2, and I know they weren't both from the same thing.
Okay, so maybe I'll give you a call.
Yeah, we can
Chat
look
about
at
it, so. But other than that, that's all I got.
All right, Tracy.
Oh, just doing a lot of computer work, getting cleaned up and chugging along. That's basically all I'm doing, so.
All right, that's for last.
I've got a bunch of emails that I got caught up on, and we're catching up on civil projects. What's that?
Donuts.
Sorry about that.
No. We do have some trials coming up, so I'm prepping for a trial that I've got this next month. So is Cody, so is Margot, everybody over there's plugging right along, and it's going good over there in our office. We're staying way busy with the work that the police department and the sheriff's department keeps sending our way, so just keep swimming. It's never ending, the workload goes up and then it kind of calms down for a week and then it goes up, and we're still plugging right along. So still trying to move forward with expanding the office a little bit. So I've been talking to Tom and Tracy and them about that, and they're on top of things. So things are going good over in our office.
Dave? Anybody else?
On these AEDs that we're getting, do you have to be CPR certified to run them?
No, they are dummy proof.
Well, I know they're dummy proof, but what's it ask you to do after it shocks you?
It talks you through it, like,
Oh, right after it shocks you, it says administer CPR.
oh yeah, I guess it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
That's why I'm asking.
They do, I know when Cindy was here, I wanna say, Cindy Decker, about 3 years ago, did an AED training.
Right, that's what I'm getting
And
at.
explained how they worked.
'Cause you don't just hook them up and walk away and say,
No,
you're good to go.
because they come with like a little mask and everything too.
Right.
So
That's why,
Yeah.
I just thought I'd bring that up.
Well, you would think somebody would be calling 911 if somebody's.
But if they're
Right, that's the only thing I'm bringing up, because that's
And-
what they ask you to do after. it's
Right,
administered.
and that's-
And if you don't know how to do CPR,
Right, Bob mentioned it because of our safety meetings that we're having, that we should probably, and that's something we usual. That's with Stacy.
That works too.
So,
Anybody else? You get that?
that was it, yeah.
All right. All right, thanks, you guys. Have a good week.
Appreciate it.
Alright, thank you.
Awesome.
Thanks for the news, Kathy.
Schalski is a-
Did you get those?
Sorry about it.
Oh, it happens. It happens. Don't worry about it.
You guys just want to see what's going on.
We've been to all. What's going on? We operate fairly smoothly. Yeah, you guys work good. I used to be in the county overnight. I was in breakfast. And we would have the same format of meetings once a week.
Yeah, it's been a long time.